if we are God's creation and we are victims of the circumstances and the situations, then God failed. Is somebody hearing me? Is somebody with me? If we are victims of the environment, right? If I tell you, if I come to you and I boast and I say that this pen is durable and it can write for as long as you want, and you take the pen and you use it and the pen is not working, who is to blame? Who is to blame? It's me. That means that what I claim this pen will do did not do it. Are you hearing me? But if we serve a God that never fails, the Bible says that everything it does is perfect. Every good and perfect gift comes from God. And we see the overwhelming failure in life. That means it must not be the manufacturer. Are you hearing me? It must not be the manufacturer. But sometimes when you look at how overwhelming the situation is, it's almost impossible to think that you could ever win. Is somebody with me? But you see, God has given men the ability to make choices. That even though you are in His image and in His likeness, even though you have His potentials and all that you require to have dominion on the earth, He has given you what? The power of choice. In other words, with your choice, you decide if you would have dominion. Is somebody here with me? Choice. It is your choice that determines the level of your success. Are you hearing me? So men are not limited because of the challenges, the situation. They are limited because of their choices. Is somebody hearing me? And we gave an example and we said there are two students, right? Exam is going to come up in the next 1 year, and this other guy, his intention is to get an A, right? His intention is to get an A, but the other guy, he doesn't care. He just wants to pass the exams, right? So they both have different goals. Is somebody hearing me? They both have different goals. So now the guy that wants to get an A, he starts 1 year before the exam and he's preparing, he's studying, he's building his mind, he's growing his mind, he's expanding his mental capacity to understand that subject. Is somebody hearing me? And every single day, when this other guy is enjoying himself, he's studying, he's learning, he's going late nights, he's going to the library, he's working. But this other guy is waiting. Then 2 weeks to the exam, that's when the second guy is trying to get what? He's trying to get his materials to study. Then he gathers the material 1 week to the exam. What starts happening? Fear. But this other guy that has been studying, he's confident because why? He knows he's ready to fire down. Is somebody hearing me? Now the exam comes, they both write the exam, and the guy just smashed it. Why? Because he has been preparing for a full year. But this other guy, he gets to the exams, he's seeing vision. He says, these teachers this is not what I saw in the book. You know, he's worried. He said, like some of the Croc students, Pastor, they brought new questions. No. But this other guy, whether new questions or old questions, he answered all because he was prepared. Now the result comes out. This or that. The second guy, he fails his exams. Why? Because he was not prepared. Is somebody hearing me? Then he gives excuses. This exam was hard though. It was hard. Was it that the exam was hard or he was not prepared? He was not prepared. Is somebody hearing me? He was not prepared. He was, during the time when he was supposed to prepare himself for the exam, he was enjoying himself. Are you getting me? So the Bible says that Jotham became mighty because he prepared his way before the Lord. So even though you are in his image and in his likeness, God designed that you prepare. You have the potentials for greatness, but that potential is revealed in what? Your preparation. Are you getting it? So at this stage of your life, this is the time you begin to build yourself. You begin to build yourself in the word. You begin to build your mind. You begin to learn the principles of life. You begin to use those principles. As you do those things, you're beginning to experiment and learn how faith works. You're beginning to learn how life works. And suddenly you get to master these things. And so when life happens to you, you just know what to do. You take advantage of opportunities. Is somebody hearing me? So the reason why men's life are limited, it's not because of the challenges. No, it's not because of the situation. It's because they have not been prepared and equipped enough to deal with that crisis. And so the crisis stopped them. I told you that Jesus, look at, okay, let me use Shadrach, maybe Daniel. You see, remember he was set up. Do you know that when Daniel was taken to the lion's den, imagine if he never knew God. Imagine if he only depended on his skill because he was excellent. Imagine if he only depended on his ability. That was the day he would have perished. Why? Are you getting me? Is somebody here with me? You see, so the guy that got an A, he made a choice, he made a decision that rather than choosing pleasure, I will prepare. Rather than choosing comfort, I will sacrifice. Are you seeing it? You choose what? To sacrifice. You choose to prepare. You choose to take late nights. Why? Because you know you're going somewhere. Is somebody hearing me? You see, so when the crisis of life comes to meet men, or when they face the crisis of life, the fact is not, it is not the intensity of the challenge. Why? Because remember what the Bible says. It says, God said to man, He says, be fruitful, multiply, subdue, and have what? Dominion. What does that mean? Be fruitful. In other words, He says that the greatness that is required for you to be fruitful is within you. He says, let it come out. Be fruitful. What? Subdue, have dominion. In other words, multiply your fruits. Your greatness is within you. You see, your greatness is within you. And so God designed that through preparation, your greatness will come out. It will be unleashed. That's the key. That's the key.